How do you rate President Biden's first 100 days in office? And will you, or do you think, will any Republican support his plan for trillions of dollars in new spending and new taxes for infrastructure and social programs?
Well, first, if I look at the 100 days, it's more like a bait and switch. The bait was he was going to govern as bipartisan. But the switch is he's governed as a socialist. If you're looking at infrastructure, it's the same as the coronavirus. Less than 9% went to the virus. Less than 6% in the infrastructure goes to infrastructure. Republicans would be the first one that would work with them. But I think the very first thing we would need to do, define what infrastructure is. Roads, bridges, airports, Broadcom. We would get this done. And he's trying to pick a number instead of first saying, what do we need to make America competitive?
What do you hope to hear from President Biden on Wednesday?
Well, first off, I'm sure he's going to talk about unity and bipartisanship, which he's not done since he's been up there. I wish he'd talk about the crisis on the border, which he created. I mean, it is a crisis. I've been down there with Governor Ducey to see that he's created this crisis. I'd like him to talk about why aren't all of our schools opened? What is he going to do about $30 trillion of the debt and this inflation that's picking up? Gas prices up since he got his election, significantly over 70 cents a gallon. I hope he talks about that and how he's going to hold people like Shia, the Ayatollah, or the Castro regime or Maduro regime accountable. That's the things I'd like him to talk about.
You have said this week that you believe that Biden's campaign was a fraud on the country because of how differently he is governing. But during the campaign, Senator, he did talk about big changes in infrastructure and racial inequality and a number of other issues. So why is it a fraud?
Well, during the campaign, he made us all believe that Joe Biden would be the moderate choice, that court packing was a bonehead idea. All of a sudden, we got a commission to change the structure of the Supreme Court, making D.C. a state. I think that's a very radical idea that will change the makeup of the United States Senate. AOC said his first 100 days exceeded her expectations. That's all you need to know. I like Joe Biden, but I'm in the 43%. He's been a disaster on foreign policy. The border is in chaos. The Iranians are off the mat. He's opening up negotiations with the Iranian regime, and they haven't done a damn thing to change. Afghanistan's going to fall apart. Russia and China are already pushing him around. So I'm very worried. I think he's been a very destabilizing president.